Bum, bum, bum. Okay, we're live. At least that's what it tells me. We'll see who shows up. While it's live, I'm going to try to edit this. Somebody's here. Who that? Dun, dun, dun. Two people here. What's going on, folks?
Two people here.
Oh, God.
What's going on, folks?
Hey, the audio's working. Let me get out of that. And I'm about to go live on Instagram too. Let's see. How do I do that? All right. So anybody that's here so far, we're going to do some Nidovirus tests. I got some food to feed. Got some, some life events that have happened recently that we're going to discuss and kind of have more time to conversate about if you guys are interested. And yeah, that's it. I mean, we're going to hang out for a little bit, see how this goes. Let's see. Have to figure out how to go live. How do I do this? Live. There we go. Turn the camera around. Let's see. Setting up my Instagram live real quick, and then we will get started. This works. All right. Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. All right. Looks like we're good. All right, folks. If anybody's here, y'all start dropping some comments in there so I know who I'm talking to. Boop, boop, boop. Got one. Ham Exotics, what's going on? So tonight, MSB Reptiles, High Desert. What's up, High Desert? What's going on, folks? What's going on, man? Yo. All right. So one thing I forgot to mention in my last YouTube video, which I'm streaming live on YouTube if anybody's interested to go check that out. Antoine, hello. What's going on, everybody? So the plan is to kind of go over some of the stuff, elaborate on some things I talked about in my last video that I uploaded yesterday. And I'm going to test some animals, and I have a reason for that. And it's a good reason, actually, which is exciting. And we'll talk about the quarantine section that I had to have some stuff euthanized, unfortunately. That's COCO over asked about your magnet fridge. Everyone that comes over. Oh, ask about my magnet. Yeah, that's what's up, man. Heck yeah. I love it. I love this logo. If you guys are interested or need to get some logo work done, hit me up. The guy that does this is killer. He's great. He's great. Obviously, I designed the majority of it, but he reworked the top half. And this part right here is, woo, saucy. Saucy, saucy. Okay, so the good news is that in my main collection, I have not had any issues for as long as I can remember. Let's see. It was awesome, isn't it? Oh, yeah. Oh, man, look, don't be bragging on me. You can make me blush. Golly. Okay. So if y'all have any audio issues or video issues, let me know. I should be good. But we haven't had any issues in our main collection in 6 months, 9 months. I don't know. I've lost track of time. I can't remember last time I had an issue down here where something had to be brought upstairs, which is awesome. And I talked about in my video I talked about a video that I uploaded yesterday that I had to euthanize everything in my quarantine, which sucked. But the benefit to that is that now I've got a fresh, clean slate to start with. I know for sure that everything down here is showing no signs at all, and everything upstairs is clean and gone. I can elaborate on why I made that decision if anyone's curious. But the point of today's video is that there are several animals in this main collection that I've intended to sell for over a year now that I've just been keeping and maintaining and whatever until I felt safe to try to sell. But as one final step in the right direction, I'm going to test these 10 animals that are potentially going to be for sale. So goal is we test these 10. We should have the results back by Thursday. I'll do a live. I'll show you the results. Everybody can see that. And if we get 10 negative results and everything's clean like I hope it is, then these 10 animals will be available for sale if anybody's interested. And I am happy to confidently sell healthy animals. So that's pretty exciting. Why I can't see any live chat in YouTube? What's going on? Is no one chatting over here? What are y'all doing? What's going on over here? I literally see nothing, which is weird because I can see that there's a few people here. Anyways, let's see. Positive vibes. Heck yeah. I like his better. No, I don't know. B&H, this is pretty dope. It's unique. It stands out. There's a bunch of people with a lot of kind of overlapping styles and stuff, but yours definitely pops. I like the color scheme, and it is unique for sure in a sea of less unique logos. They're all pretty cool, but to be honest, they're not all unique. So anyways, all right, so we got a few people here. I'm going to jump right in, and we're going to start testing some of these animals. So if you notice, see if I can get to where both cameras can see. I have isolated these 9 here, and there's one more over here in another corner. And these 9, I put like a gap around them just for the sake of, quarantining those for the past few weeks or so. And they are the 9 that are available, plus one more. It's 10. And I'm going to pull them out. We're going to Nido test them, swab them, pick up the swabs, and all of that's going to get sent out tomorrow. Before we get into that, I wanted to go down my list of stuff we're going to talk about today. What's up, bro? How y'all doing? I still see nothing. Man. Okay, one of y'all go on YouTube on my channel and type something in the live chat and tell me if it's working, because I see nothing. I don't know what's going on over here. I don't know why I can't see live chat. Pop out chat. Oh, there it is. What the heck? Okay, BOZ Exotics. Hello. We got DA Exotics. Okay, why? What is it doing? I can't scroll up. Goodness gracious. Oh boy. Technical difficulties. All right, so we're going to do Nido testing. We're going to talk about why I've said in the past that Nido testing is unreliable. That is, I'll just give you a quick brief. Can you see this chat now? Yes, I can, B&H. Thank you very much. Emily, what's up, girl? How you doing? Zoda, what's going on, brother? Profis. If anybody's interested, I am also on YouTube, whichever platform you guys prefer. We are creeping really close to 1,000 subs on YouTube. So definitely, if you haven't subbed and you like what I'm doing, look a brother up. I would love to hit that, the 4 digits. We're going to talk about Nido testing, why it's not so unreliable. It's not really that the test is unreliable. It is that the Nido is unreliable. And we'll elaborate on that a little more in a few minutes as we start to do the testing. We'll talk about my quarantine situation. If anybody has any questions about why we chose to euthanize those animals, feel free to ask anything. I'll try to keep track of both sides. Lance, my buddy Lance, on Instagram, it is First Class Pythons, spelled #1 ST Class Pythons. He has, the last time I spoke to him, it's been a little while, but he had a ton of animals that were, I guess he was trying to sell, and not trying to sell, he's had them for sale. They're on his morph market, and he just told me that if I wanted to, I could share with you guys 20% off discount if you go hit him up and tell him that PAC sent you. He's got a lot of really cool stuff. You guys go check him out. I'm not getting anything for that. He's just my buddy. He's helped me out a ton in the past couple years, and definitely would love to send some people, some cool people his way. So if y'all are interested in getting a decent price on some awesome snakes, very healthy, dude loves his animals, definitely go give First Class Pythons a shout out. And he's, yep, there you go, Emily, First Class Pythons. And then on YouTube, I have him pinned at the top. So go check that out. Another thing I'm going to talk about is shipping your tests, your Nidovirus tests, to whichever facility. When you should ship that, we'll obviously go through the process of how to take the samples. I personally use RAL for most of my testing. I have used fish head. I've had some testing done at the University of Florida. So I've kind of tried a little bit of everything that's available to me. And I've landed pretty hard on RAL. It's vet.com. And I will elaborate as we go through this on why I choose to use RAL more consistently and why I think that that benefits me more than it might cost me as far as what I could get from someone else. So, not that any of them are bad. All 3 of those places that I've had testing with, I've had great experiences, but I've still landed on RAL. We'll talk about that. And then my snakes for sale. So again, what's going on, TJ? All right, we are rolling. My snakes are for sale. So stoked, or hope they will be, if everything comes back good. And if not, we will keep on fighting the good fight until we get this thing sorted. And if you've watched any of my videos in the past, you know that I've been planning a strategy to breed around Nido. Not to breed with Nido, but to breed around it. To breed in ways that it's basically impossible for Nido to continue to spread, even if it's hiding, because by nature, Nido likes to hide, which is a pain in the ass, to be completely honest. But it is what it is. So let's just jump right in to the Nido testing. you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. So RAL has these test swabs on their website. Again, that's vetdna.com. Not sponsored by those guys. The owner's name is Chad Lytle. Dude is awesome, very helpful, very easy to talk to. I ordered 100. Jesus. Okay. Ordered 100 of these, right? And when you order these, excuse the airport sound effects. When you order these, you go on their website and it'll only show that there's like 10 available. So like you can only order a 10 pack. But if you've got a big collection and you want to have some of these on hand, I highly recommend you reach out to them directly by phone. And if you tell the guy who answers the phone that you want to order the 100 pack, he will go on the website and add one to the inventory on the website so that you can order it right then. And then it goes back to out of stock. So they show on their website that they're out of stock, but in reality, they have tons of these. They just don't want, the problem is that, trying to figure out how to say this, because I don't want to, you're not allowed to talk about certain things on the internet anymore. But there's a thing going on, a big sickness problem in the world where everyone's sick. You might know what I'm talking about. That the test for that problem is the same, requires these same swabs. So if people knew that this was available in large quantities, then the second they put it on their website, they would sell out immediately and they would have no inventory for their own customers. So in order to protect us, the reptile keepers and people who use these for their animals, he limits the sale of it to make sure everybody gets what they need, and he can continue to provide that service to you guys and to me. I ordered 100 of them. 100's, it's an awful lot. I mean, I'll probably never go through all these, but what I do plan to do is that as I get to a point where I start testing animals and selling animals, I want to ship one of these and a copy of the form that RAL sends out to each of my customers with my snakes, so that if they decide that they want to go an extra step and test again, they have everything available to them to do it immediately and send it off. And it cost me like $1 to do that. So clearly, easy decision to make to provide that service to my customers or my buyers or whatever you want to call them, to make sure that, because I want to be a positive influence in the community, and I obviously want to help others be aware of what they're buying and to have healthy animals added to their collection. Let's see. I got some live rats over here that I gotta maintain while I'm chitty chatting. We got some food going on. I got frozen thawing. I've got a couple live here. I've got my pet rats. A little bit of everything. Right. So let's get started. Each animal in my collection has a social security number, I guess you could call it. This is number 3, number 1, number 15, number 30. They were in order at some point, but they've been moved around here and there. So at this point, they're not in order. But whatever number I decide to give them, they keep forever, so that there's no confusion. I can show backlogs of when these animals were tested originally and tested negative, and show it again that they're tested negative again. So let's get started. We're going to start with number 62. And she's a little feisty, and she smells the rats. So this should be a lot of fun. Woo, boy. This should be exciting. You guys might see me get bit. Oh, boy. Not on purpose. I won't get bit on purpose. I'm not trying to get no clickbait. I'm not trying to cause any negative influence on the community. I love you guys. I love my animals. But they got mouths and sometimes they bite. So can't get this thing right. Oh, ID number 62. So you write the number on the case that the swab is in. All right. See? And it's got all kinds of information on this tube that you could potentially put, but you don't have to put all that information. You could just put 62. That's it. That's all you need. As long as that means something to you, that's the information that they'll put on the paperwork when they send it out. And every animal gets its own printout with its own negative result from RAL. And then also on this form, you don't need to fill one form out for every animal. Obviously, if you only have one animal to test, then you can just fill out one for it. But you could also list the numbers on here. So right next to animal name, I'm going to put 62 and a comma. And then we're going to start just listing off these numbers on the paperwork. Another thing, if you're going to use RAL, I have a discount code with them as well, and that is PAC 10. And the way to get that discount is to put it under your account number. So right here at the top of the page is the first thing to fill out is account number. And in that account number spot, you just write PAC 10 and you'll get 10% off of your testing services, which normally I think costs $25 per animal. And if you do the PAC 10, it's $22.50. Not a big difference, but if you're doing a bunch of animals, it could save you a good bit. What's going on, folks? We got Morph Grinder. We got KC Reptile Lab. Oh yeah, look, check it out. Bam! Get you a little advertising right there. I like this stuff, man. It's good. It's definitely got its benefits. I'm into it. I'm digging it. Okay. So why is RAL my choice? Let's talk about that while I try not to get bit. Come on, girl. Behave. Or boy. This might be a girl. Let's see. Yeah, it is a girl. So out of the 10, only one of them is a female. Keeping most of my females. And I really think I should keep this one, but I didn't want to just list males. So before we get started, I'm going to go wash my hands real quick because that is step number 1 for all testing. Always wash your hands. All right. AC, do you have a distributor for the Maryland area? Ooh. Okay. So this chickie looks fired up. She is female normal, and there's something else that might be going on. I don't want to say what, but if somebody is interested in picking this girl up, I will gladly share what she might be. We got it's it's a gene that I'm not 100% sure is legit, and that's as much as I really want to say. I bought her as a normal with the chance that she might have something else. I didn't produce her, but if anyone's interested in talking about her, y'all can hit me up. I'm going to sell her as a normal price, and then you can get a chance of her being something else if y'all are really interested. So I'm going to take this swab, pop it open. I need something to put in her mouth. Hold on. Shish kebabs. Shish kaboom. We're going to have some grilled snake, you guys. Fresh off the bobby. I'm just joking. All right. You want to help? My lovely assistant, everyone. My beautiful wife, Emily. What do you mean you can't see it? Oh, I couldn't see the snake? I'm sorry. According to my wife, you couldn't see the snake. Again, this is just a normal female at the moment. Be looking soon. Oh, okay, cool. Nice. Some networking going on in the crowd. Emily's going to hold the. No, don't take that. Put it back. Take the whole thing. Thank you. Okay. So she's going to hold the swab. It's good to do this with an assistant because even these little ones can be very unruly. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to put this. Let's see if I can do it in the middle where y'all can both see. I'm going to put this in her mouth. Come here, girl. I know. And I'm going to prop her mouth open. And typically, if you press, they so unruly. I've done this before by myself. It's not fun. Now, I've also tested all 70 of my animals at one time. Not fun either, especially when you're running out of time to get the next day delivery to USPS or whatever. So I'm going to prop her mouth open. It's a lot easier with a popsicle stick because you have a flat edge where you can kind of pry the mouth open a bit. I might have to use 2 popsicle sticks or 2 of these. Let's see. I'm use 2 of these so I can kind of make a flat surface, like chopsticks almost. There you go. All right, so she's going to come here. She's going to swab basically like the palate of the snake's mouth, and that's going to get it in there and twist it around a bit. That's good. Stick it back in, and we're done. That's one snake tested. Now, one thing to be very careful with when you're doing this, first of all, never reuse your sticks. Those go in the trash. Again, wash your hands between animals. If you wash your hands with sanitizer or soap and you leave your hands kind of wet, and the tip of that swab happens to glance against your hand, let's say you have antibacterial soap on your hand and that gets on the swab, and then it sits with the sample, and then it goes into the lab, and the lab takes everything off that swab, puts it into one, tube or whatever, and then mixes in fluid. Your antibacterial soap that got picked up could potentially kill the sample. So be very careful that swab touches nothing. It touches the animal, and it goes right back in the tube. And don't even touch. If the really awesome thing about these tubes that are test swabs is that the cap is also the handle. So I can take this apart and never touch anything inside this tube at all, which is perfect. It's exactly what you want. Let's pick her up. On to number 2. All right. Get you some gloves. That will help. The problem with gloves, gloves are awesome. I've got gloves. I use them sometimes. The problem with gloves is that your hands, I'm out here, it's 82, 83 degrees in this room, and I get sweaty. And then the gloves don't want to come on and off, and I just much rather take my time, scrub my hands really, really good. You get those gloves on your fingers, like the people at the restaurants, they start to think, oh, yeah, no big deal. I got gloves on. I can take out the trash and then flip fajitas or whatever. I don't want to get any kind of comfort level with those on my hands. I'd much rather be very conscious of what I'm doing. But 100%, that is personal preference. That's all me. Okay. Next snake is number 53. This is a male, normal, 66% possible het pied. He came from a het pied male, female, and a scaleless head het pied male. And he also looks like he wants to eat my face. So let me write down his number. He is number 53. Now this one has pied markings. So for 66% pos het pied, he is I would say you'd have a very good chance of him proving. And I will show you that in just a second. His pied markings are very, very obvious. And again, for anyone that wasn't here earlier, if for some reason I'm testing 10 animals, I'm actually testing 11. I got one of mine in my that's by himself. He's not in quarantine. He's a pet that's upstairs in my bedroom, and I'm going to test him too. Let's see. We got number 53. There you go, girl. All right. Let's try not to get eaten. Woo-hoo-hoo! Woo-hoo-hoo! Come on, boy. Come on, dude. Let's go. Come on, man. Cooperate. All right. Ooh, boys. These little ones are so feisty. I love it. Okay. So let's check out these pie markings real quick. Look at that. Does that look like a pie to you? What you guys think? Huh? I would say that's pie. Very good looking snake. Oh, let me hold him. He's very, very good looking snake. Very cool, very cool. That's just the medical assistant coming out. We are learning lab stuff. Okay. Oh, you with your gloves. I got you. Okay. All right. Now we need 2 more of our shish kebabs. One thing to consider when you're washing your hands in between snakes is if you notice, he's flailing all over the place and touching everything. So be careful how, if he's touching up your arm, when you wash, you need to wash up your arm. Now, I have reason to believe that that's really not how it spreads. So like it being on his body or whatever, if he had Nido or any kind of thing like that, any kind of virus, I have reason to believe that it wouldn't actually spread by his tail touching my arm. But just out of precaution, obviously, we take the extra steps. Get all the way back. Spin, spin, spin. Good work. So the area you're swabbing is called the cloaca. I probably didn't do that on this shot. Sorry, guys. Hang around. What's up, Paco? Just showing off some snakes, doing some Nido testing, and potentially have some animals available as long as everything comes back nice and clean. And she still looks like, or he still looks like he wants to eat my face. Roy. Wait for my turn at the sink. All right. Anybody got any questions? That dude is working up, not having any part of it. Oh, worked up. Oh, yeah. No. No, these snakes don't like this. This is I have not had one volunteer a sample yet. Ball pythons are such tame beasts. You think they would, they would just get used to it and eventually just offer up a sample and be nice and generous. But no, nothing. Are you one of those too? Somebody haven't had any chatting on YouTube really. Again, if anybody's interested, I'm also streaming on YouTube, and that's kind of a wider angle, so it's catching a little bit more of this. And we're almost at 1,000 subs. So if you haven't subscribed, feel free to go check us out on YouTube. Link is in my bio on Instagram. Check it out. Let's see. Next, we have a male leopard, 100% het pied. This guy is really nice and probably not that far off from potentially being ready to breed. He's got a little stuck shed on his head, and he's also not very happy. But we'll get by. We'll make it work. I love leopard. Leopard is one of my favorite codoms, hands down. And this is a really nice looking leopard. This dude looks awesome. So he's just got it stuck on his head, not on his eyes, just on his head. But check that leopard out. I mean, that is grade A leopard material right there. Very pretty snake. And 100% het pied. So check that out, guys. Look at that. Ooh, boy, that's saucy. Oh, man. I love that. Love it, love it, love it. This is number 35. And we're going to test him and get rolling. Can you grab the pin and the label stuff? I'm going to hang out with the snake. Okay, cool. My assistant has to go put the children to sleep. Love that you are normalizing Nido testing. Not enough people in the industry recognize this. Hell yeah. I am glad to be a trendsetter. I don't mind it. Yes, I just bought me a 4-gene male that has leopard in it. Yep. I actually think this might be my only leopard in the collection right now, which kind of sucks to get rid of them. But I have a ton of pied and het pied males, and pied and leopard or leopard pieds are very hard to ID, and I really want to stick to animals that are easier to ID. So I love the way leopard looks. Genetically, he's a good-looking snake to me. But as far as breeding opportunities, this is not my choice in what I would breed. So, if that makes any sense. Some of you may understand that. New to industry, where do you get Nido tests? Vet. Okay, vetdna.com sells, oh, you show them. Hold it for the camera. Can you see that? Swabs. If you go to their website, you can buy, I think, 5 at a time or 10 at a time. They'll mail them to you. You swab them yourself, and then you overnight or 2-day the swabs back to them. They provide the testing service, and and then you get the results within the day of them receiving it. Very quick results. Oh, okay. Come on. But if you let me do this real quick so I'm not annoying the snake too much. All right. Oh, come on. Cooperate. Oh, we're off camera. Show it to the IG.
Okay.
All right. All right. So if you take the swab, you wipe the cloaca, which is basically the palate of the snake, and then you put that right back in, you send the sample off, and let's talk about when to send your samples. Hey, what's up, everybody? Huddle time. How you doing? Is it expensive? Not really. These swabs cost like $1 a piece. I think I bought 100 of them for $60 or something like that. They're really reasonably priced. And the testing is only $25 an animal. And if you use my code, so up here at the top of the paper, they send you this paperwork, or you can print it from their website. You put PAC10, PAC10 for your account number, and they'll give you 10% off of your services for your testing. Real quick. Come on, come on. I'm going to set this guy up to soak and get that little bit of shed off his head. One second, buddy. You know what you want to do. You can come show home. All right. That's one dude soaking. Check that out. Ew. Taking a little bath. We'll hook him up in about 5-10 minutes. That little bit should pop right off. Hey, Wyatt, come see. My son is about to go to sleep, and he is super excited to show you guys a painting he did. So I hope you guys will entertain us and tell him how great he did. Ugh. Let's see it. So this is a snake, right? Is that a snake?
Yeah.
Yeah? Wow. Where's his head? Where's his head? Over there? And is that his tongue? We got his tongue right here. And his tail. And then what's this? What's this big blue dot? Is that snake egg? Yeah? Cool. Awesome. Good job. They say good job. What are you working with project-wise? I just bought a 4G male. It has leopard in it. What are you working with? Oh, y'all talking. Cool. Y'all chat. Right on. Do you test the entire collection, including hatchlings, or just so many per year? Okay, so hold that thought. I want to keep my train of thought. I was talking about when to ship your samples. So if you are going to send a sample, you can ship it next day, which is expensive. I'm in Georgia. From here to Texas, costs about $30-something to ship a small box with samples in it next day, right? But if you time your shipping and your sampling correctly, you could get it in their hands in under 3 days if you know how to do it, right? Okay, so I'm testing on what's today, Tuesday? I'm testing on a Tuesday night. So if I bring these samples to mail to the post office tomorrow morning, they're not going to get shipped out till tomorrow night. And then Vet DNA is going to get them Thursday morning, and they're going to sample it that day, and I'll have my results by Thursday afternoon. I'll probably either do another live or post a video or something like that. But if we look at the time frame, we're going from Tuesday night to Thursday night. So Wednesday, Thursday, that's 2 days. That's within a 3-day window. That's the ideal situation. If these samples sit unrefrigerated and unregulated, they're just in an envelope. If they sit for more than 3 days, from what I've been told, the quality of that sample will drop off considerably past that 72-hour window. So you need to keep that in mind. If I would have been able to do this live stream this morning, I could have gotten the same results and paid for 2-day shipping, because I could have gotten the test done this morning. I could have shipped it off by 4 or 5 o'clock this afternoon. Vet DNA would have gotten it not tomorrow, but Thursday, and they would have had the samples finished that same day, and I would still get my results on Thursday. So I could have done it the same days, paid for 2-day shipping, which is probably like $7 versus 30. But it's all about when you do the testing. So keep that in mind and try to understand exactly how the post office works or whatever. And then also definitely try to test earlier in the week, because just like when you ship an animal, if you send these samples off on Thursday and you next day it, and for some reason the post office screws up and then it sits over the weekend, by the time those guys get in and run those samples, they'll probably all be negative, and you'll not get any positive or any accurate results because it had sat way too long. So don't take that risk. Always try to ship earlier in the week. To your question, now do you test entire collection? I tested my entire collection like 6 months ago, I think, something like that. We had a wave of respiratory infections, explosive diarrhea, lethargy, anorexia. They weren't eating, just had all kinds of crap going on in my adult portion of my collection. So I had, I think originally it was like 6, and then it kind of ballooned up a little bit. I think in total we probably ended up losing or euthanizing around 18 animals, which sucked. Sucked a lot. It's been a painful process, but initially we tested everything. We got back very few positive results. Now, that was confusing because a lot of the animals I expected to be Nido positive weren't. And the thing that's really confusing about that is Nido, at least in my experience and from what I've watched professionals share on video or read about in research, it goes through shed cycles. So an animal that is Nido positive can test positive today and test negative tomorrow. And I have personally had that experience. I have had animals test positive one day and then test negative the next. And it is so frustrating. So incredibly frustrating. But the thing is that the shed cycle doesn't really seem to coincide with symptoms. Symptoms seem to be related to environmental stresses. So like a lot of the animals that were affected were breeding at the time or shortly before, and that seemed to have caused some stress for them. And then also we had a number of animals that, what was it? I had like a temperature spike right before this all happened where some equipment failed and we had some issues with temperature spiking. Fortunately, we didn't kill anything because it got really freaking hot. But we did have those symptoms start to show up shortly after. The moral of the story here is that in the process, I have personally experienced that the shed cycle will be intermittent and not where it's mostly testing positive and then occasionally testing negative. It seems like it's mostly testing negative and occasionally testing positive, which is a pain in the butt. So how do you trust that you're testing when the animal's positive? You kind of can't. The industry standard to try to catch the Nido is to test 3 times or test multiple times to try to catch it if it is positive. Now, I can tell you from my personal experience that if an animal is healthy, test negative again, there's a really good chance that you're okay. If you continue to test and pour into testing and not know if you're catching it when it's positive or not, you'll just probably drive yourself broke and crazy. It's the issue is we could do better, but the science isn't there. The science is getting there, and it might get there soon, especially if more people show interest in Nido. But in general, it's just not there. So my plan is to test as much as I can within reason, and to do that so that I can comfortably provide healthy animals to my followers or whoever's interested in buying snakes. But in general, that's not necessarily not a foolproof plan for like my collection long term. So I plan to breed around it in a way that even if Nido was hiding in my collection, I could safely continue to reproduce animals that were 100% Nido negative, and I could sell those animals with confidence and potentially offer a test to, again, add that extra layer of comfort to whoever's buying the animal. So got 8 people on YouTube. Awesome. What's up, guys? Everybody say hello if you care to down in the comments. If you haven't subscribed, let's hang out. Subscribe to my channel. Trying to hit 1,000. We're almost there. I've been laid back for a while. If you haven't watched the video of what's been going on, definitely go check that out whenever you get a chance, because my situation's been pretty crummy lately. I've been gone for 3 months for good reason. Okay. I'm going to try to test one by myself, and we'll see how this goes. This was number 35. The next one's number 33. Y'all weren't here earlier. My animals all have social security numbers. I just basically number them in order. And they keep that number indefinitely so that I can track their testing and have records of when those animals were tested and that they tested negative. Let's go ahead and get him out of the soak. He should be ready. All right. We do a little shed peel. A little satisfactory shed peel. Let's see. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Look at that. Oh yeah. So pretty. Woo. And that's it. That little bit of crud. Ba-doop. Look at this handsome young man right here. Ooh, he is a handsome fella, don't y'all think? Look at that. Look at this handsome fella. Look at that. Male leopard, 100% het pied. Beautiful. Hate to get rid of him, but he doesn't fit into my plans. I don't want to produce leopard pieds because it's a pain in the butt to ID, and I really don't want to have to struggle with IDing the animals I produce. All right, wash hands, repeat, rinse, repeat. All right, my assistant's back just in time. Any of y'all that missed it, my lovely assistant, Emily, my beautiful wife, she's going to give me a hand. All right, we're testing number 33. This is a male normal. No, not normal. Mojave. Male Mojave. Also fired up. Not as fired up as the last two have been. May not bite me. We'll see. What you need? 35. Okay. Right here. And this is number 33. Again, if any of y'all are interested in testing and have questions, y'all can reach out to me. The easiest way to reach me is either in the comment section or on Instagram. That's where I do most of my messaging. I do still have a Facebook. I very rarely use it. I've found that Facebook is kind of just a nuisance. This is a male Mojave, and if y'all been around since the beginning of this live, he's got another gene going on, the same as that female, or he may have another gene going on that if you guys are interested in him, I will tell you what he might be, and then you can do with that whatever you'd like. But I'm not going to say what it is. I'll let you guys sort that out. I would definitely buy from him. You think that going public will deter people from buying from you? Not at all. Some will, sure. I mean, that's fine. But if in reality, if someone thinks that me sharing that I have Nido or had Nido in my collection is dangerous for them to do business with, I think that person should give me the opportunity to explain why I think they're wrong. And it's not for my own personal benefit, it's for their benefit. If you think that that I am the only person out there with Nido in their collection, you're grossly misunderestimating the virus. And the end of by the way, anyone on IG, there's a chance that this thing might time out after an hour, which I think I'm getting close to. And if it does, y'all should jump over to YouTube, and I'm going to keep this thing rolling over there. Just a little heads up. But Nido, according to the experts, is potentially in up to 30% of collections. That means that you've got a 1 in 3 chance of buying from a breeder that has Nido in their collection and isn't telling you about it. Now, that doesn't mean they're doing it on purpose, and that doesn't mean that that's some horrific thing to be paranoid about, but it's something that you should be aware of, and it's something you should know how to prepare for and to prevent getting into your collection and potentially spreading. So I have had a ton of people reach out to me and say they would rather buy from me because they know that I'm not screwing around with this thing. I'm taking it head on. I've been transparent every step of the way and shared every experience, every part of the experience with you guys so that you know where I'm at and so that you know that I wouldn't sell you an animal that would cause all the pain and suffering that it's caused me. I would never do that. Not a chance. And not for $50 or whatever these animals are for. I'm not that. The level of disregard you would have to want or to intentionally spread this is beyond belief. I can't imagine that anyone would, but unfortunately, I know that some people do. Not that all of them do, but some people do. So your best chance of buying a healthy animal is not to buy from anyone in particular. Even if you know that that person sold somebody an unhealthy animal or whatever, you can't assume that they did it on purpose. This virus hides and is very, very difficult for even a diligent breeder to contain or to isolate or to eradicate. So you have to learn to protect yourself. You cannot expect anyone to do it for you. So be cautious, work with people you trust, but don't just trust people because you trust them or because you know them or you've been buying from them or whatever. You need to be diligent to protect your own investments, to protect your animals that you care about, and to protect the future of your breeding operations and whatever. So putting that on anyone in particular is foolish. And I think that as this becomes more of a common topic amongst the community, I think it's going to be that the ones who are transparent will be the ones who are more trusted. And I hope that I am one of those people. So we'll see. And my people that follow me know I don't BS. I share everything. So if anyone has any distrust of me, whatever. But this dude, I love Mojave. Mojave is so cool. And it stacks, it makes bells, Now, the reason I'm selling this Mojave male, I've got a bunch of Mojave females. My plans for them is I want to get a super lesser male when they're ready to breed, and I don't have any that'll be ready for probably at least another year. So I don't need a male anytime soon. Don't DM me if you have a super lesser male. I don't want them. But in a year, I'll be looking. But we're going to test him. And come on, dude. Cooperate. And again, this male, this male has another gene possibly floating around that if anyone's interested, I'm just going to sell him for Mojave price. And, saucy. Getting saucy, guys. I might get tagged. Stay tuned. Come on, man. I'm trying so hard. All right, go. Come here. Come here. All right, let's hold it where everybody can see. Come on. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. Yep. Again, she is taking the swab. She's not touching anything except for the inside of the snake's mouth. And she is swabbing the cloaca, which is the opening in the palate area of the mouth, giving it a few twists, trying to get some liquid material from the snake's mouth, and then capping it back without touching anything. And then he goes back and we wash our hands. Real quick before I wash my hands again. This is Boots. Say hi, Boots. This was snake food that decided that my snakes decided to spare, and then she ended up becoming the family pet. We got two of them. It's Boots and Coots, and she's the only one that's sweet. Coots is scared of everything. She's a chicken, but this one's very, very sweet. And she's big, fat, and pregnant right now because I got a male in there with her that let's see. What's next? Wash my hands. But I have a male in there that also snake didn't eat, so I put him to hang out in there, and he's gonna make me some babies. You got the next one labeled with the right number? What's that? The 33, 58. 58? Oh, 36? 36. All right, on to the next one. Another male. Male. Normal. Het candy. Or albino. His mama was a het albino. Daddy was a candino. I thought I bought the daddy as a, I bought the daddy as a candy, and then found out that he was not. He was a candino, which means that he definitely didn't get the het albino from the mom, because if he would have, he would be a visual. And he, so that means the only gene he got would be from the dad, which means it's 50%, or he's possibly het candy, or, no, not possibly, he is 100% het candy or 100% het albino. Candino is an allelic combination, if anyone's curious about that or isn't aware. But all of these snakes are eating and crapping very well. They've been on a nice steady maintenance diet, not overfeeding or anything like that. So they're a little smaller than some of the other snakes in my collection, but nice and healthy and ready, hopefully, ready to test positive or test negative, and to oh, he's like chomping down. Dude thinks he's an alligator. Come on, man. Upright. Whoop, 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 whoop. Perfect. All right, dude. On to the next one. Let's try to run through these so we can move on to the rest of the conversation. Not sure what else I had on my list to talk about. Let's see. Anything we did talk about? Testing, when to test, when to ship. Covered all that. Why RAL is my choice. I think I covered that. Yes, pretty sure. And then, let's see, quick results. So with RAL, you get your quick results. You get to, as soon as they receive it that day, they run the test as long as they get it earlier in the business day. They're way cheaper than the competition, which means you can afford to test multiple times, which means that while that Nido is going through its cycle, you test multiple times versus testing once for the same amount of money. You've got a better chance of hitting that peak. All of the main labs test the same way as far as what type of test they run. It's all PCR testing, and the PCR testing is extremely reliable. But like I was saying earlier, the Nido is not reliable. It goes through those shed cycles where things can be unpredictable, and you can't really tell if it's shedding at that time or not. So it's more practical to spend your money on casting a wider net. I'm going to test 3 times versus just testing once and hoping and praying I catch it when I catch it. Even if it's showing symptoms, even if an animal's showing clinical signs of sickness, does not mean it will test positive for Nido, and it can be positive for Nido with clinical signs. It's a complicated, convoluted, messy mess. Can't remember if I washed my hands, so I'm gonna wash them again. Here we go. We just did 36?
Yeah.
58. Let's go. All right. This guy is a very hissy, very pretty pattern. Hit candy or albino. Same as the last one. Normal male. And he's a little feisty. Where is my swaps? Come here, dude. But very pretty pattern on this guy. Very pretty. Got it? Come on. What? You touched it? Grab another one. Hustle. Hustle, hustle, hustle. Anybody got any questions? Feel free to ask. Let them roll. Is there anything? Oh, God, I've been missing all these questions. Sounds like a headache. Gosh, sounds like you need almost 2 quarantine areas. Rodent Nightmare Morphs. If you're still in here, yes, I had to have 2 quarantine sections, one for Nido, potentially Nido positive, and one's for Nido maybes. And then that ended up getting to the point where I didn't trust anything up there and decided to eventually euthanize everything in my quarantine, which freaking sucked. I'm probably a year away from getting animals. Just did 9,500 remodel on garage to snake room. Hell yeah. Still got to do the floor. Golly, man. Spending a lot of cash on that room. Love GHI Mojave combos. Yes, GHI Mojave is gnarly. For sure. GHI I don't have in my collection. Okay. That should be set now. All right, here we go. From this one. What? The color on this guy's awesome. It's wild how they can be genetically the same and come out totally different. Oh, I think that could be He's also possibly inchy. Which, looking at him, he probably is inchy, to be completely honest. And that's probably why his colors look like. All right. Sorry. Come here. Get here. Good work. Yeah, I didn't even think of that. I didn't label any of this stuff inchy or not because I love inchy. I think it's beautiful, but it confuses me, especially with albino. I've got some albino stuff that I'm keeping and holding back that is very confusing to look at. I'm going to hit you up on the normal female. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Nothing's for sale until we get positive results.
Negative results.
Negative. Good results that are negative. Thank you, Emily, for keeping me in line. Now, one big thing that I hope that people gain from the videos and all the information I share is that hopefully you're not all afraid of Nido. Obviously, Nido can be devastating, but if you're aware of it and you take the time to learn about it, figure out how to increase your biosecurity to prevent cross-contamination in your own collection, learn ways to avoid things coming in and affecting your collection, all of that can have a huge impact on the future of your collection. So hopefully you get more confident and not necessarily afraid because, oh boy, come on. God dang it, he's going to get me. Like I'll give y'all a show. Let's see. Oh, God. He didn't even tuck his head. Normally I just do a little boop and they go, ah, oh. Oh, he's gonna. Oh boy. All right. Let's see. I don't want to get bit, man. I really don't want to get bit. I'm very cautious, even with the little ones. I've been bit by the big ones. You can ask my wife. I don't mind getting bit. It's not. It doesn't hurt. I mean, a little bit, but I still don't like getting bit. Let's see. Oh, he's trying. Oh God. Oh God. He went sideways on me. Oh, he was trying so hard to get me. This dude's feisty. You want a feisty little snake? I got you one. This dude is a normal 66% posset pied and no real defined pied markings, anything like that. Nothing super obvious for pied, but still a good looking snake. Nice flames up the side, and he's ferocious. If you're looking for a pet snake, be a great one. If you want to add a chance of pied into one part of your collection, it's going to get you. No, he might. Normally, once you get them in your hand, they chill out. Normally, now he doesn't want anything. He don't want anything to do with me. What's up, Redstrom Reptiles? Huh? Oh, you're on there?
Just open up.
Oh, okay. You're the number 2. I don't know who's on there anymore. Shows a bunch of people joined, but I guess they dipped out too. Come on, Trip. Cooperate. Here we go. There you go. Nice. Perfect. All right. And nobody got bit.
You know.
Yeah. I wouldn't. No, I'm saying he didn't bite. I'm saying I didn't. All right, there's still a chance. I might get bit. There is time yet. Oh. All right. On to the next one. Where'd the pen go? We did 33. We did 36. We did 58. We got 60, 59, 63, and 22. And then I've got one more upstairs that we're going to run. I don't know. I don't think he has a number yet. We got him in the pit. 15 seconds. What's that? A lot. What is that? You timing my this is a rodeo now? Let's see how long I can last on the bull. Wait, no, we just did 60. So we're on 59.
Yep.
Boy. Cool. This is another male pastel yellow belly, which is a really cool combo. And just like all my pastels, or most of them, very angry. Might tag me. Hold on, let's see. Pastel yellow belly. Look at that color. Look at those bands. Gorgeous snake. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Look at that. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Look at that color. I don't think I got anybody on IG left. All right. Here we go. All right. You got that labeled? That's number 59? Cool. For the swab. 15 seconds for the swab. Oh, the time that you're saying to swab for. Okay, so if you ask, if you ask, I'm not gonna name drop. But anyways, speaking to a professional on the topic, 15 seconds is recommended. Yes, for sure. And that is so that it's kind of dummy proof, I guess. If you spend enough time in there, you're bound to pick up something, is the idea. But if you know where you're swabbing and you can see that you're picking up physical material, that's really the only goal. So you are correct, Elijah, but I'm going to do me. I love you, bro. All right. Let's see. Good.
Oh,
Get him.
what?
Go in and out. There you go. All right. Voila. That's the pro. I'm not a pro, man. I've just been doing this for years, apparently. I was trying to figure out how long I've been dealing with this the other day, and it's been a really long freaking time. It's been over a year that I've been sorting this out. Like going on a year and a half. Kind of crazy. Crazy how time flies. So who is saying, let's see, interested, buy from him. Nido time, COVID time passes slow. It's been a year and a half for like a decade. Or a decade for a year and a half. Yeah, man. It's it has been a year. I had a global pan, you know what, and a local pan, you know what. Can't catch a break over here. No slacking for the PAC family. You want to go, bruh? You want to go? I think you want some. Who's over here? Where did you get those? Get those what? Swabs? Seriously, I need those. I take in rescues, and those tests are good to have. Yes, they are. I got these from REL, which is a lab in Texas. You go to vetdna.com. They have swabs available. And if you're getting them, if you need them in large quantities, you can reach out to them directly by phone, and they'll hook you up. Nido tests, yes, absolutely. All right, I think we're good. Hey, you gonna be my friend? You gonna be my friend? This is a male, normal, and this is another one that is possibly that gene that I'll talk about if anybody's interested. How much are they? They're cheap. They're real cheap. I bought 100 of them for $60. So can't beat that. It's less than $1 a piece. What is it? 60 cents a piece. Great deal. And then their test services are normally $25 per animal. And if you use account number PAC10, and I keep repeating that, I don't get a kickback or any money from REL when you use my code. But I just want to help you guys insinuate continuing to test and to find, to make it more accessible for some people. It's not a lot of money, but if you're testing a bunch of animals, that adds up for sure. God dang, this dude is wiggling. These little ones are so feisty. I love it. The big ones it gets scary when they start whipping a 4-pound tail around at you. All right. Do it. Look, I can Nido test without even looking. Look at this guy. I can Nido test without even looking. I'm a professional. Ask Elijah. Ta-da. C'est fini. One more, I think. Well, one more, and then my guy upstairs. But I'm going to do him off camera because I want to get fully bathed and washed before I go upstairs and fool with him at all. Mac. I'm going to do Mac. Yep, over here. Big one. Okay, so I don't know if biomorph BPs, biomorph ball pythons. I'm friends with them on Facebook. If anyone knows them or knows if they're on YouTube or whatever, y'all link them in this or shout out at them. Please send me a link. My Reptile Kingdom, vetdna.com will bring you to it. And there's a big button on the main screen that says something about Nidovirus Testing. And that should bring you to the kits and the printout for the forms and all that stuff. And when you order the kit, the samples, get a big box. If you order a bunch, I ordered 100. Big stack of them. And they'll normally ship it with some forms already in here blank that you can fill out. So anyways, if y'all know biomorph BPs, let them know that this snake is about to get tested, because this is one they reached out to me a while back and told me that when I was ready to sell it, they might be interested. Now, if they don't hit me up and everything comes back nice and clean, you guys know what's up. This dude will be available very soon. This is a ready to go adult male, already producing sperm plugs. He is a pastel double het hypo clown. This dude is a banger. And I guess I was going to say, he doesn't really fit into my plans. I love hypo. I've got tons of hypo in this collection, and I've got tons of clown in this collection, but I don't have it mixed together in any of my females. So I would rather get some other double het stuff that would fit more into my plans. So this dude will be available in the near future. And hopefully he doesn't tear me up. And he looks a little dull right now. He isn't shed. He was getting dull the other day, or blue the other day. So it looks like he's getting ready to turn. But
What's his number?
his number is 22. Thank you so much. Oh, my wife just linked it. Great. Gotta run. Keep up the good work. Absolutely. Appreciate y'all stopping in. Let's see what Elijah said. PAC's the pro, not a test. I need to send some Starbucks and some pizza or something to the RAL crew. Yeah, those guys are awesome. Super helpful. Oh boy. He's loose. Oh. Come on, man. Come on, man. Cooperate. Cooperate. See if the last one bites me. He's not really trying to bite. He's trying to get away from me. You know, the typical ball python response to ball up. Come on, dude. All right, here we go. The grand finale. Get it, girl. Come on. Get over here.
This thing hits me.
Somebody gets smacked with a tail. All right, come on, get ready. Oh, yeah, all up in there. Get all up in there. Oh,
I'm caught.
get it. All right. Ow. Stabbed myself with shish kebabs. I got shish kebabs. Oh, look, actually, I was saying he was shedding. As I'm messing with him, his skin's peeling off. So we're going to give him a nice little spray down and then put him back into his layout. So we can continue to hang out. I got feeding to do. So we can just kind of keep this thing rolling. Again, if anybody has any questions, feel free to chime in. We can keep the Nido conversation going. We can talk about food. We can talk about whatever. The only thing we can't talk about is the legal situation I got going on, which I don't know if I'll ever be able to talk about it, really, but whatever. Trying to keep a positive attitude about my situation and have some cool vibes and keep my head forward and succeed in spite of the behavior of others. That's what I choose to do. All right. Let's see. I'm going to wash up and let's grab some food. Food. I'm going to do some live feeding, and I'm probably not going to show it. I mean, I guess if somebody really, really wanted me to, I could pick the laptop up and hold it to the cage, but I don't really feel like doing that. And I don't know if I see any benefit in sharing live feeding. Whatever. You want to see something eat a mouse, buy a snake. Let's see. Oh, we're overflowing. God dang it. So my rig for my sink over here is there's a 5-gallon bucket underneath it. And every now and then I forget that I don't have an unlimited basin for my water to flow into. And I flood my garage. So let me dump that real quick and then we will move on. Beyond Rats, trademark for vegan snakes. I need to see. What do you think? You're gonna start like this. It's gonna be like a little a rat-shaped sausage made out of kale or something. Yeah, I'll try it. Sure. Make it human grade so that people can like. If I could do like a snake food eating challenge on YouTube. All mine eat live. Most of mine eat frozen. 90% of mine eat frozen. I've got out of 60 something snakes, I have, I think, 5 that eat live or something like that. It's pretty good. And this is convenient. I don't care what anybody says. Frozen's convenient. Yeah. But frozen is not cheap at all. Holy cow. I think the prices skyrocketed recently. I don't know what the heck happened. But PAC, the PAC brand has a big future ahead of it. And this is not the only name that will be underneath here. So PAC rats might be a thing coming and might already own the website. And there might be some, let's say I'm working on an invention that I hinted at recently. That's a metal rack system that is freaking awesome. And when I get the chance to share that, once I get it patent pending and I get the chance to share that, I can't freaking wait to share with you guys because the versatility and the options that it's going to have, no one else has in a metal rack, period. So stay tuned for that. Let me dump this bucket. All over the floor.
Move it.
I need it. My other bucket is over there. All right. Let's see. Hang on. Hang on. Hang on. Whew. All right, we made it. All right, I'm ready. I wish mine ain't frozen thawed. It is convenient, but it is not cheap, man. It is not cheap at all. It can be very, very expensive. Yeah. Rat soup, anybody? One bowl of fresh rat soup. Da, 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 da. I can't believe IG's still going. Last time I tried doing a live IG, it cut off after about an hour. and told me I was timed out or some crap. So annoying. But anyways, all right. These are sitting in some warm water now. So we're going to sort out the live stuff. And then we will move on. I feel like I wanted to say something. Oh, it's been a little while since I talked about it right at the beginning. If any of you are looking for animals to buy right now, my friend Lance at First Class Pythons said that if any of you went to him and mentioned me, PAC, you can reach out to him on Instagram. He's got a morph market, First Class Pythons, spelled #1 ST Class Pythons, and he will hook you up with 20% off of his morph market pricing. And you just got to mention me. I don't get anything for it. Just hooking my brother up. He's an awesome guy. He really cares about his animals. And if you guys are interested, definitely check him out. I just made a homemade pot of soup. Oh, me too. All right, let's see. Who's hungry? Done. Oh, that one's done. These guys don't screw around. Oh. Yeesh. That sounded bad. I don't think that went well. Let's see. Who else? One of these is for Mac upstairs. One of these is for Nido. All right. Yeah. One more for upstairs. This one's for Mac. Oh no, and we got. Okay, so here's the situation. That one that last week nobody would eat. I don't think they're getting along. The one that the male. So I said this earlier. I had a male that I tried feeding last week. He did not get eaten. He's being a jerk. He's impregnated my 2 females, which is cool because I'll get some babies that I can feed off in a few more weeks. But right now, he's harassing the crap out of my females, and unfortunately, that's not going to be good for him. So let me just. Oh. Hey guys. Boots, I'm sorry. Is he bothering you? Would you like me to get him out of here? Get out of here. Get out of here. There you go. Yeah, I think so. He also might have bitten my child yesterday, which is probably going to be a bit traumatic for him. Hopefully, he still trusts my snakes. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay. So now he won't be screwing with the females anymore. You gotta watch how you behave when you're a rat. You got to behave. That's the number one rule. Let's see if these are warm yet. I'm going to reset these one more time. If anyone's eyeballing this cage, we might get a show. We'll see. You missed. Got it? So a lot of people thought they're frozen out dry. I've always done it this way. Used to work in a pet store. This is how we always thawed them out. And I don't know. I'm sure some snakes can get used to eating dry rats and not care for wet ones or whatever. So I've just kind of forced mine to get used to what I want to feed them. And in my opinion, I feel like it's probably good for them because it ends up with extra, a little extra water. They're not big water drinkers, so they get most of their hydration from their diet. So a nice soggy rat, I feel like that's probably good. Let's see. But these are basically ready to go, so we can start throwing them down. Let's see. Binky's already eaten. Ivy's up next. Let's roll. So main point of contact for all Nido transmission is almost certainly feeding. I would say breeding is also a very big factor, but feeding is a big deal. You definitely need to be conscious and aware of what you're doing. So I never let a tongue that's touched anything inside a cage or touch the animal, or the animals come anywhere near touching the tongs, I never let that tongue go back into my bowl of rodents, right? And then also, if an animal almost touches it, I just stop reusing that tongue temporarily, spray it down with F10, make sure it's sitting and soaking while I continue to work so that I can cycle through. If you notice, I have several, what are these called? What's the term for this? There's a term for it. Anybody know the term for these? Sounds fancy. Sounds like doctor words. What's the doctor word for what this is called? Anyways, big tongue, scissor, clippy thingamajig. I'm not a doctor. Hemostat. There you go. The resident scientist in the building, Elijah, coming in clutch with the stats. Ooh. That didn't sound good. All right. So I hold my rats by the feet, dangle them over their head. Snake snatches it. If the snake grabs it by the head, doesn't come near the tongs, I just keep on rolling. If it comes anywhere near the tongs, they get stopped and soaked. So let's rock and roll. And you guys might get a little show here and there. Let's see. See who comes out acting feisty. Whack. Uno. All right, and that was a head strike, as I hoped. Now I can just roll right to the next one. This is Willow. Oh yeah, she's gonna come out. Here you go. Watch. Come on, girl. Come on. Get it. Now, you noticed when she wrapped up, I stayed hanging on to the tongs, and she kind of pulled it in close to herself. So that is what we were talking about. Take our F10. Always label your bottles. Spray everything down. Rub it in a little bit. Rubbing it is best. Soaking is okay. Rubbing it is best. And then I just leave that sitting. And the F10, without rinsing it off of it, just leaving the F10 on the tongs. If they happen to get any amount in their mouth, it would be so diluted, it would be negligible. And even if it was any considerable amount, even if they managed to just get a full lick of the tongue, it will not hurt them. F10 is very safe, veterinary grade cleaning agent. I wouldn't recommend pouring it in their mouth, but it is relatively safe. Not something you necessarily need to be concerned with. So give everything a good spray down. We're going to move along. Next is Lulu. Don't think she's going to eat. Let's go Ash. She should put on a good show. Do it. Do it, do it, do it. There you go. See, I let go quickly. You got to have cat-like reflexes. Nice, beautiful hypo female. Can't wait to get them to work breeding. Next is another big hypo female, Ebony. So breeding-wise, everything's on standstill. Assuming these results all come back negative, I'm going to feel really, really good about where I am. But I'm still not breeding. My house project is coming along fantastic. And at some point in the next 3 months or so, we should be moving in to our new home. And one part of that, woo, awesome. One part of that project is that I need to go build my new facility. Plan for the new facility is either multiple buildings, or I really want one gigantic, big ass, like 25 by 60 steel building on my property. That would be awesome. And then underneath that would be multiple buildings inside, or multiple rooms spaced out inside of a large warehouse type facility. And that would serve a lot of purposes. So number one, that puts me in a situation where I can set up a breeding room for my adults. I can set up a space that would be for incubation specifically, and I can set up a space that is for hatchlings specifically. The benefit of that is, if by some chance, hold on, Puppy is next. Hello, Puppy. Hello, Puppy. Normal head hypo. All right. Vertical transmission has been proven so far to not be possible with Nidovirus. So a Nido positive parent, or even parents, can breed and produce viable offspring that is healthy and Nido negative. And that's been repeated over and over again over several years, and they have not had a single occurrence of Nido being, of a hatchling being Nido positive. But that's assuming a few things. That's assuming that you don't allow maternal incubation. Maternal incubation will almost certainly cause transmission. Oh. you have to do artificial incubation in a incubator, and you need to be careful once those hatchlings come out that you don't cross-contaminate from the adult to the offspring. So definitely keeping those hatchlings in a separate area and keeping the incubator in a separate area just creates multiple layers of protection between the adults that are healthy and, as far as I can tell, Nido negative, and the hatchlings that are certainly Nido negative. And then that gives me a safe place to sell offspring to people like you. So hopefully all of that starts to fall into place. That'll be freaking dope. Can't wait. Let's see who's next. Savannah and Gremlin. Ladies. Ooh. Hey, girl. Hey. Hey, what are you doing? What are you doing? Do you want this food? Do you want this food? Get in there. Ooh. And one thing you notice is that I'm not washing my hands between each animal. There's a reason. I'm not touching anything inside these cages. I'm being very cautious. And even if, like, let's say, by some chance I had contaminated from in this cage to outside of this cage, right? As long as my hand doesn't touch the rats or anything on the inside, then even if my hands are dirty or contaminated right now, I'm not contaminating back into the cage. So taking the time to consider each process that you're doing with your collection and recognizing which direction contaminants could be transmitting from a surf from my hand to this tong, or from this tong to the counter, or from the outside of the tub to the shelf, or whatever. Thinking about all those things, very beneficial long term to having a nice, healthy, safe collection. So definitely consider everybody's setup's going to be different, everybody's equipment's going to be different, but every single person should be thinking about those things and thinking about ways, thinking, ooh, she just slapped the cage. Oh, man. She is fired up. I'm going to get oh, boy, I'm going to get that. Watch. Let's see. What? What do you want? Why are you so angry? This is my beautiful dinker female. Want that? Wah! Big, pretty girl. Some kind of a yellow belly thing. If it just proves out to be like a yellow belly, I'll just call it yellow belly. Whatever. I'm not one of those people that's going to name 100 genes that are all the same thing. Go ahead and switch up tongs. A little hand sanitizer just for the sake of it. Keep things fresh. Yeah, boy. A little drink of water. No questions? You guys are just hanging out, enjoying the show? That's cool. If y'all Scales, Outlaw Royals, what's up, dude? You know what I could do while we got a bunch of people here? Do a couple shout outs real quick. Let's see. Boom, boom, boom. MSB Reptiles. Mary Burnish. She is the Monarch Queen. I found her when I started looking into the Monarch project, and she's an awesome breeder. Got a lot of really cool animals. Definitely, you guys go check her out. She's on Instagram, and I'm sure she's on Morph Market too. Let's see. We got Blue Collar Exotics. gladiator helmet. That's pretty dope. Dig that. Bum, 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 bum. Power pill, yellow belly. Let's see. And then this one, McGuigan. Somebody tag McGuigan in here. See if they're available. What's going on, man? Outlaws, I think you're the only person in here. If you're friends with McGuigan, tag them. I have a question for them, and I was hoping they would pop in, but I haven't seen them. I have a friend whose girlfriend is from the same town or same part of New York. She got the same last name, and I was curious if there was any relation. We got Grunt Reptiles. Very cool. I think this dude just had a baby. Pretty sure I just saw him posting some baby pictures on IG. That's awesome. Congratulations. And then I'll do one more. We got BOZ Reptiles. Oh, goodness. That is gnarly. Cool one. Sick little clown on there. Yeah, boy. Dig it. Dig it, dig it. All right, let's keep the feeding going. So we got Savannah just ate. Lily is next. Pretty sure Lily took a live last time, but I'm gonna set her frozen in there. And no, you know what? She's in shed, so we're gonna hold off. Luna has not eaten in a little while. I'm gonna put her one in there just to see if she'll take it. Ooh. What are you doing, girl? Come on. Trying. Wake up. Come on, chickadee. There we go. Look at that. Heck yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Not a very big meal, but it is nice to see her eating again. You know, these ball pythons, they are so weird. People are so scared of a snake that I can't even get to eat its own food. So funny. Hey, boy. The joys of ball python parenting. Turtles balls. What? Turtle balls. What's up, turtle balls? I like turtles. I like turtles. All right, let's see. Woo! Woo! She came out quick. God dog. All right. What you want, girl? Come here. Whack! Oh, long distance shot there, boy. Hell yeah. I need a clip for her. Oh, damn it. Well, this one. Let's see. My clip system. I have all these little black clips on the tubs there. If a snake doesn't take their food, it goes to the middle. If I haven't fed them yet, it goes to the left. And then if they eat or show signs of eating, I'll put it to the right. So then the next day, I'll go through, and all the ones that are to the right, I will double check and make sure that they actually ate their food and didn't just leave it there in the tub. What up, Six Side? What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the party. Whoop, whoop. Whoop, whoop. What's up, brother? How you doing? Why you laughing at me, girl? Why? Because I'm a dork? Really? Really? You gonna make fun of me because I'm a dork? That ain't nice. Right. Here's another one that hasn't eaten in quite a while. See if she's hangry. Or I'll just leave one in there, see if she takes it overnight. All right. So I see a few more people have shown up. We are basically done with the Nidovirus conversation. But if anybody has any questions about Nido specifically, feel free to ask. 3D Balls, what's up? Full Throttle. What's going on? Man, I ain't seen you in a minute. What was it? Like last August? I haven't seen you. Let's see. No, was it last August? No, it was the August before. No, was it last August? Wait, we did that in the middle of Nido? Not Nido. You know, the other thing. Anyways, how y'all doing, folks? What's up? What's up? We're just hanging out. We finished the majority of our Nido conversation. We're also on YouTube if anybody's interested. But if anybody has any questions, feel free to chime in. We had a really good conversation. I know I had to run. Oh yeah, you did. You poor thing, your whole family. That sucks. We're not sure if we ever had it. I got vaccinated, not because I really wanted to or didn't want to. I just didn't have anything better to do that day and went get it. I still got to go get the second one. My X-ray vision is starting to come in, but hopefully the second one, the full X-ray vision will come in. I can't wait. Let's see. Thing going on over there. Peppa, honey. Ooh. Let's see if I change the angle a little bit. You might, guys, you cut me off a little bit. You guys might see a little something. So that trip, the going to, what was that? Daytona. What was the name of the thing? Reptile. NR National Reptile something Expo, whatever. That show was pretty good. The show itself was pretty good. But that weekend was a blast. We stayed at the Hilton right across the street, partied with some YouTube celebrities. I'm not going to name drop because that's not how I roll, but there was some big names there that I got to party with and had a really good time. Got in a lot of trouble. My wife, not legally, but my wife was not super happy with me that weekend. But I had a blast. It was awesome. And I can't wait to go back. And hopefully when I go back this August, I will have a patented or patent pending metal breeding rack system. And I plan to bring a prototype with me and get a table set up at that show and hopefully some other shows this year also. So stay tuned. I can't wait to show that thing off. I really think, especially for the entry-level breeders that are just getting started, this is the design that I've put together is absolutely the best. It's the most versatile metal breeding rack on the market, period. And I cannot wait to share it with you guys. We're just not there yet. Okay, she's interested, not tagging it. I'm gonna leave her. And we'll see if she takes that overnight. Same thing with this one. She's probably not gonna take it. She might, but I'll still leave it with her either way. who else? Medium two. How many mediums I got left? 1, 2 mediums, 3 mediums, 4 mediums. Okay, I need to use some of these. Kitty car, what's up, girl? How you doing? Welcome to the party. Y'all should be over here partying. Why ain't y'all over here partying? Slacker. What's up? 6 side. Yep. Okay. This girl's super shy. Any kind of motion freaks her out, but leave it in there. She'll probably take it overnight. We'll come back and check in the morning. This guy looks hungry. Small, medium. Jack Morphs, because I'm tired. Oh, you poor old lady. You're so tired. You poor thing. Make you some coffee. Wake your butt up. I'm joking. I know you're a hard-working lady. Oh, oh, nice. I hope I didn't block the shot. Dang it. Shucks. I guess y'all go. Oh, there he is. What's up, Bobby? Mr. Pippin Balls in the building. What's up, Pippin Balls? Why are you not on your Pippin Balls channel, man? Gotta spread the brand. Gotta work the brand, son. Gotta work it. All right, here's another big girl. Probably not gonna eat. She ate recently. She ate. I think it was. Might have been 5 or 6 days ago. She may not eat. I don't know. We'll see. Worth a try. This guy's in the middle of shitting, but he might still take. Okay, there. There he is. What's up, Pippin Balls? Look, the other. Okay, well, I was gonna say the other 3 people that are in here, but now it's just you, Patty, and Emily at this point. So the extra person, whoever's the extra person in here, y'all go check out Pippin Balls. Show him some love. The one person. Probably should have gave him a medium, because I think I'm gonna need that small for some of the other animals. I got some extras in here. We'll see. Pork chop. What's up, pork chop? All right. Now, IG is good. Let's see if, oh yeah, both the cameras are good. Okay, so we're just going to move right on to the smaller stuff. Now, I kind of did this backwards. It is typically, okay, there, laugh out loud, thank you. It is typically recommended that when you are messing with your animals for biosecurity purposes, you want to go from working your younger, smaller animals to working your, oh yeah, there you go, DTS balls. Hooking them up with the follow, my dude. Heck yeah. All right. You want to work from your smaller animals to your bigger animals because just by chance of time, the longer an animal's alive, the more likely it is that it's contacted something along the way. And so technically, by chance, the larger animals are more likely to potentially be Nido positive than the smaller ones. So in general, it's best to work from a smaller part of your collection to a large part of your collection. When you're doing cleaning, when you're doing feeding, when you're doing anything. Babies first, work towards adults. In this case, again, I'm being careful, and I know that nothing's going to go into the cage aside from the rat. So I'm not touching anything inside the cages while I'm working. And I feel confident doing that and feel safe in just being aware of what I'm doing. Aside from that, whatever is what it is. Let's see. Cruz is eating. Fed Athena, fed pork chop. We're moving to the little girls. Lisa. All right, Lisa 2. She probably. Let's save the smalls. Lisa 2 is gonna get a weaned, little weaned for her. Go. Wow. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. That's a female, 66% posset pied that has crazy pied markings. So I know for sure that I should be able to prove her out. No trouble whatsoever. This girl is beautiful. This is a Firefly Lesser GHI Possible Spark. So that girl is gorgeous. Have you noticed? I had to put my hand in the cage in order to get her past so I wouldn't pinch her. I'm gonna go wash my hands real quick and we'll carry on. Hi, y'all. Yay, more people. Cool. Everglades, what's up? How do you say that? Boudin? Boudin? Is that Boudin? In Louisiana, there's a type of sausage called Boudin. And that's, it's not spelled like that, but that's how I think that might be pronounced. I'm probably very wrong. What's up, Boudin? What's up, Everglades? Nice. Hey, how's everyone tonight? We are good. We are feeding our healthy collection and sending off some Nido tests that hopefully, if all of our stars align, we have overcome the virus. And I am stoked. Let's see, we got female pastel. She's probably like this. Fantastic. And we got another Mojave. This is another one of those animals with that weird gene that I didn't really want to talk about. I'm holding it back because I think, again, that it might have that gene. And it's a female Mojave. I want to have as many female Mojaves as possible. If by chance I prove out that gene, that would be dope. But if not, whatever. Honestly, not even sure if the gene's a real thing or if it was a fluke or what, but I'll hold off on making casting judgment until I have a chance to sort it out on my end. Till then, I'll just ignore it. There you go, Bobby. There's your Estave female I got from you over at Pippin Balls. Yeah, buddy. And then here is the Mojave female. Bam. Fat and happy. This girl, nice and chunky. She's about ready for an upgrade. Pastel, genetic stripe. Very pretty girl. Wow. Gorgeous. Gorgeous, mate. Gorgeous. Bubbles. I've got 3 females that are big and pretty. They are all double head albino clown. This is Blossom, Bubbles, and Buttercup. Dedicating their lives to fighting crime and the forces of evil. Pretty sure some of them have something else. Good feeding response. I'd assume that's a great sign. Cajun Aussie. What are you talking about over here? Oh, tired but good. We breathing. So you're alive. Okay. Pretty sure some of them have something else going on. Oh, you're talking about that. Oh, yeah. Okay. The gene. Yeah, hopefully. That'd be cool. I can tell you the pictures of that gene, the supers of the gene that it might be, look crazy. But the person I bought these from had a very good shot at producing a super and got a whole lot of normal looking snakes instead of anything proven out. So seems fishy. That's my thing. Cajun Aussie. Secret gene. Yeah, secret. I mean, it's not that secret. It's a supposedly it's a legitimate gene, but I'm definitely not going to charge anybody for it. And I didn't technically pay for it. I bought them as normals, but was told the backstory, so I know that they might be something. But aside from that, I'm not going to try to make $1 off of it. You know what I mean? No need for that. Why? Sorry, we are having our own conversation. Gotta run, guys. Welcome back. Permission Python. What's up? All right. On to the next one. Peaches. This is one of my few females. No, not her. Peaches is good. Actually, let me get her something bigger. The one below her, True, is a head clown female that has been a mouser from day one. I have very few mousers. I've got 2. One is a normal head clown female. That's right here. And the other one is this visual ultra male female that is just a royal pain in the ass. She's a mouser, has to be live, and even if it's live, sometimes she won't eat it. So, good old ball python, you know? Like, see this? I don't know if you can see this, but this is a live mouse that's still just hiding in here. And she acts like she's going to bite me, but she won't eat her food. Boy. Whoop. Now this one, fired up, always a good eater, but if it's not a mouse, she won't eat it. She will take a rat. She'll tag it, wrap it, act like she's killing it, the whole nine. But if it's not a rat, or if it's not a mouse, she'll just leave it in there. They'll leave it to rot. Oh Roy, oh Roy. I was saying bye to everybody. Oh, okay. You missed typo, little typo, no big deal. Missed mission typo. Let's see what else. Albino female. Mm-hmm. I got 2 males that are mousers. Yeah. Trying to think. Yeah. I've got one that was a mouser, male wise, but he seems to have come around. Pretty cool. This is one I produced last year. Butamus. PJC. How are you doing? Welcome to the party. Welcome to the PAC party. All right. Getting close to wrapping it up. Not probably about 10, 15 more minutes. We'll have this all sorted out. I'll go take a shower and go to bed. This is a female Mojave. Also possible mystery gene. She's a holdback. Bam. Fantastic. Fan-freaking-tastic. Very true. Probably better than having females that are mousers. I've got 2. Got one that was one male that was a mouser, and I've got 2 mouser females, but they're pretty, and I think they're worth hanging on to. So. Now this is such a cool animal because I produced her, and she did not want anything to do with it. I had to assist feed for a little while and just kind of get it in her mouth and get her to take it. And after about 3 or 4 assist feeds, she just started whacking them, and she's doing great. Very proud of her, my little baby. All but one of my females are pigs. Yep. Most of these are pigs, man. They will slam down whatever I offer. For sure. For sure, for sure. Let's see. Keep it rolling. Yellow belly female. Want her food? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. See, she smacked the tongs while she was eating. No bueno. Get the spray. You come with that. You get the spray, fool. Watch yourself. Belly. normal marble. Rostias. Look how fired up they are. Awesome. There you go, dude. All right. He touched it, so he gets to keep it. There. Hmm. Body slam. That was wimpy. So earlier I said that one of the males I was selling was a Mojave male. I don't know if you can see this guy. This is my Mojave male I'm keeping. He is a hypo Mojave 100% het pod. And he's a banger. He's a looker. I love how hypo and Mojave mix. Get a lot of like gray purple-ish colors in there. And I love it. Have any stickers? Me? Do I have stickers? I had stickers. Had a lot of stickers. If anybody wants a sticker swap, message me on Instagram, and I will add you to my wait list. I've got a wait list with about 20 people on it right now. And what I do is when I don't have anything available, I'll send you my address. If you have anything to send, you can send it, and I'll take yours, add it to my list. And whenever I get stickers again, I'll shoot them your way. So definitely, if y'all are interested, you know where to find me. Oh boy, I'm getting tired. I am getting exhausted. Let's see. These two females up here, I am stoked about. This is a leopard sable het pied, and this is a pastel leopard sable het pied, both females. And to go with them, I have a sable het pied male. So from those two pairings, male to each female, I have a chance of hitting a super sable pied, which I don't think has been produced yet. And I can't freaking wait. If I hit that, that will be crazy. Now, they've produced a sable pied, and it looked almost like a pinto pied, where the head's a dark color and the rest of the body is all white. So it's very, very high white. but I don't know that anybody has necessarily produced super pied or the super sable pied. But if we hit it, boy, it's gonna be awesome. Can't wait. Fingers crossed. We will see. I mean, we're still at least a year away. Those girls need a lot of growing to do. But maybe we'll get lucky. She could take something big. Let's see. You want it? You want that? You want to eat that? Put it in your mouth and eat it like a good boy. Here with the sticker swap, will do. Oh yeah, hit up Pippin Balls. He's got stickers too. Very dope logo, and his logo was designed by the same guy that designed my. Well, I designed the majority of my logo. So like all this PAC, all this stuff that looks like the Pac-Man arcade with the little dots. Waka 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 waka. All that was me, and then this part of the logo was me. But Helmers Chad on Instagram redesigned the C for me, and he nailed it. I mean, the guy's got an eye for things like this. Super, super cool. If you follow Tyler Nolan about probably a year ago did a shirt where there's a mural on the back of him and all his animals in like a circle. And he talked about how the guy made that for him as like fan art. And then Tyler asked him if he would like color it in and finish it so he could make a shirt out of it. And that guy is Helmer's Chad. The same dude that did this, and also did Pippin Balls logo. So if y'all are interested in a sticker swap with him, Pippin Balls Exotics on Instagram, definitely go check him out. This is going to be for Gremlin. Why do I always call him Gremlin? That's for Ducky. For Ducky. All right, let's run through these real quick. Oh, mother. Did I get you?
Yeah.
Oh, God, I got myself. Yum. Oh, man, that was just off camera. Y'all guys didn't get to see me cover myself in rat juice. Ugh. Ah, damn it. That sucks. Well, good thing I haven't bathed yet. Whoop. Try that again. Mm-hmm. All right, guys. Later. You should like Eddie. Later. That's my bedtime. Oh, yeah. All right, guys. I really appreciate everybody hanging out. It's been fun. And I hope the beginning of this was informative. If any of you guys are interested more in the Nido stuff, as soon as this shuts down, it should re-upload on YouTube, and that will be available to watch, and y'all can dig through it and find any information. And maybe this is something we'll start doing a little more frequently and just kind of hang out, chat, whatever. But y'all guys take it easy. Much love. Good night. And bye. Or whatever. How do I turn this off? How do I make it stop? Make it stop. All right, folks. Take it easy. Good times. Keep on being awesome. Hell yeah, brother. Take it easy.